say for bands that have it like a do-it-yourself mentality, like, you know, they're starting off small in the basement or a shed or whatever, and, you know, how do you progress and get to the point where you have a foundation and you build on that?
I don't know. It's weird because, like, we've been going for a while now. You know, we started in 98, technically. You know, I started in 99, and, like, that was before, like, you know, like, MySpace and, you know, internet marketing and all this stuff. So it's a really a weird thing now for us anyway, because, like, from where when we started, it was just like, you need to go and you need to play as many shows as you can in front of as many people as you can, and that's all there is to it. Like, just constantly tour. So, you know, that's my advice to anyone, like, is just play as many shows as possible, you know, because, like I was talking about before, you know, there's just something to be said about seeing a band live, like, rather than, like, clicking on a MySpace demo and hearing it. Like, I think that there's, you know, obviously there's an energy there, and there's, you know, just something to be said about the connection that you can have with somebody in that way. And so that's where we're at. Like, you know, we've been doing this for a long time, but we're still really adamant, like, we need to go and play shows, like, because that's the best thing that we can do. And you know, and it's also what we love to do, so it works out really well because we have fun. But I don't know, but I think my biggest piece of advice, even more than that, would be not to start off in a basement or a shed assuming that you're going to get anywhere else, you know, like, because a lot of bands, or a lot of, you know, people in bands will come up and be like, man, like, you know, we're starting off small, or just, you know, playing random songs, and we're playing at a bar here, and, you know, playing at this show there, and all this stuff, you know, but, you know, one day we're, you know, hoping to get where you guys are. And, like, my response to that is always, like, you know, don't do it because you think that you're actually going to achieve something. Because, you know, when we started, if anyone had ever told us, like, you're going to play a show, period, or you're going to, you know, record a CD, period. Yeah, we were just like, really? Like, who would have thunk? Like, because I'm a firm believer that with art in general, whether it be music or drawing or acting or whatever it is that you do it because you can't not do it, you know? And I think that when you have that mentality and you forget all the, I want to play a show like this, or I want to be on a tour like this, and just play and just write because, you know, it's what you love to do, the music that you write is going to be, it's going to show that, you know. I think anyway, like,
something you love to do.
Yeah, and there's going to be a passion there that's not going to be there if you're like, man, I bet if we wrote this part, kids would like that. Hope it doesn't pee on us, you know. But yeah, like, there's going to be something there that's not going to be there. Is like, you know, if you wrote something, be like, man, if we wrote this, like, heavy part or this, like, singing part, kids will, like, go insane, like, you know, because a lot of people do that. They write music that they think other people are going to like, and that's how they view writing music. It's like, well, obviously we're going to write this to get other people to like it and to like our band, whereas, like, you need to write music that excites you, and if that means that you're playing blast beats for 19 minutes, then do that, you know, like, because I'm a firm believer that if you have that much passion and you have that much
Aggression,
just love for what you do, someone else is going to agree with you. Like, it may only be 2 people in the whole world, but somebody else is going to get what you're doing, and they're going to be like, wow, like, you know, again, it might not be a lot of people, but
you'll know where you're coming from.
Yeah, exactly. And you'll enjoy doing what you're doing, even if, you know, you're working at McDonald's 10 hours a day and then you're just writing music at night. The music that you're writing, you're going to love doing it. So, yeah.
So, since it looks like you are the eldest member, like, longest running member in the band right now?
Yes.
Do you have, like, the most say in songwriting, or how does...
Oh, no. We've never really worked that way. Like, we're really democratic when it comes to that type of thing. Like, if one dude doesn't like something, then we go back and we're like, all right, well, we need to fix it, you know? There's no, like, well, this is what I want to do, so we're going to do it, or, like, I have this song, this is what you're going to play. It's just like every part, every piece of every song gets brought to the table with a what do you guys think of this mentality rather than a here's the song. Because like, you know, I found that, you know, bands that well, we found that bands that do that have that like, oh well, his say counts more than his say, that doesn't last very long, because like, you know, that builds up a lot of just animosity, and just it's just a weird concept to us that one person's opinion will count more than another person's opinion, you know, because we're all in the same boat, we're all writing, we're all recording, we're all going on tour, like everyone's say should count equally. So I mean, but that's also not to say that there's not parts that some dudes like more than others, like, you know, because you have to, you know, I think with having that democratic mindset, you have to be able to compromise, you know, and you have to be able to say like, I'm not 100% sold on this part, but everyone else loves it, so I'm gonna give that to you, you know, and like, you know, it's just a respect thing, you know, just respecting other dudes' ideas, and you know, but if it was like a major like, I'm not feeling this song, or I really, really, really don't like this, then that's when it comes down to like, all right, we'll change it, we'll make it different, you know, so yeah.